Let's Talk 394773, called Having a Good Time with Yuna-chan, the Gyaru. My secret crush is blushing at me? It's from the artist Konami. But hey, it has the funny numbers, so let's review it. The protagonist of the story is Ida Toshio, a forgettable nerd in his class, and the main love interest is Koga Yuna, the Gyaru of the class and the person Ida has a crush on. She normally dozes off or reads manga during class, but despite that, she's a very kind person, greeting everyone, even the dull My Chemical Romance member. She opens up her locker and sees a lot of letters falling out, and her friend's saying to pick someone already. Ida sees this and says that he'd be no match for her. It's so-called unrequital love. It then cuts to break time and someone asks Yuna to go get gelato after school. The guy starts to rub up against her, but the guy sees Ida eyeing them. The guy then starts to act all smug about it, asking if he wants to go on a date with Yuna or something. He looks down and thinks that it's impossible to get close to her, because guys like that are probably having a good time with her every day. He sighs and starts to have a fantasy, and another. He zones back into reality, where he and Yuna have class duty together, and it cuts to them after school, where they're alone. But it's very awkward. A paper fell and Yuna just so happens to slip on it, which somehow causes the MC to fall onto her, copying a feel, of course. They start to do the do, but before they do, Yuna gets up and tells him to hold it, because the way he's been addressing her has been bothering her, because that's what she cares about. But he walks over to her, blows on her ear, and then they start to do the do again. It cuts to them finishing up and Ida apologizes. His first time was with her, so she also apologizes, and as he starts to talk about how she was, papers get thrown at his face and he gets told to clean that up. And she starts to walk off, where Ida starts to have thoughts any teenage boy would have. But she walks back in and over to him, handing a pile of papers and walks off again. She leaves Ida with this amazing panel where he looks like Ray from The Promised Neverland. It cuts again to the next day and the two see each other in the halls. Ida tries to get her attention, but his hopeless love is shattered by the wind. He still tries to apologize, but she just kind of freezes and shudders. She tells him to stop looking at her, but as she says that, the girl he had a crush on was showing her blushing face, and the doujin ends. Overall, I rate this a 9.5 out of 10. The biggest problem I have with it is how they start doing the do. Everything else was a masterpiece though, especially the artwork. I do recommend you go check it out for yourself, because it was a fantastic read. But that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one.
Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul. These hentai babes make me drool. Hasune Miku is great. She makes me masturbate. Fairy tale.